Hello, hello, how are we doing? Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Superman13452. Hello, C3007. How are you two doing today? How are you on this fine Thursday? It's Thursday. How are you on this fine Thursday evening, or whatever time it is for you? It's evening for me. I am doing okay. I am doing tired. Your YouTube notifications tricked me? How'd they trick you? How'd they trick you? Did it say I was like live when I wasn't? Or that, how did it trick you? Oh, it said it was live. Oh yeah, it might be, if you mean in the Discord, I need to work on that because for some reason it gives way too many updates for, I made my eyebrows 100% sensitivity, can you tell? But I need to maybe get a different bot for my Discord server, but yeah. As for what I've been up to today, I spent pretty much the whole day moving the rest of my stuff out of my old place into my current place. So now, good news, good news, good news, I have all of my stuff in my current place, even, you know, turned in the keys. But bad news is it was so much. It was so much. The end of sentence. It was so much. Why am I lagging? Why am I lagging? Whatever, I might just lag. I might just lag. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, because we went and we got breakfast. It was more of like a brunch, early lunch, because it was at like 11 or 12. So, you know, not really breakfast, but we went to a breakfast place. But I also didn't get breakfast food. I got like a turkey, bacon, avocado sandwich kind of thing, which was really good. Then it came with potatoes on the side, like fried, like hash brown, not hash browns like the shredded kind, but like the cube kind. And those are real good. Those were real tasty. Yeah, and then we went and we packed up the rest of my stuff at my old place. Well, it was already packed up, but we went and transferred it all to the 2 cars, because it was my friend who was moving in with me, her mom and her mom's boyfriend helped us because we could not have done that alone. Why am I lagging so bad? What the fuck's up with that? What the fuck's up with that? Do I have anything open that would make it lag? No, I even closed Discord. Whatever, ever. But yeah, no, so I am, oh, Jesus. I didn't even do most of the lifting. Most of the lifting was, my friend's mom's boyfriend. He got all of like the really heavy stuff, but, yeah, just, and oh my god, a carton of distilled water. I had like a gallon of distilled water that like I wasn't really gonna use, but you know, why would I throw away perfectly good water? So I packed it, but then my friend's mom's boyfriend, he like tripped and he dropped the box, and then it just burst. Like, we got into it. We had to repack the box because the box just got soaked in water, because it wasn't even that like it popped the top off. It like when it dropped, it broke the actual like gallon, like the plastic of it, so it was just going everywhere, and that was not the most fun. But is it because of my eyebrow movements that it's lagging so bad? Is it lagging in VTube Studio too? No, it's not lagging in VTube Studio, so it's just lagging in Discord. Whatever. Okay. Anyways, we are doing Of the Devil today. let's pause the music. Let's switch to gameplay. Let's minus this. Turn the, hello, where am I? Turn the volume back up. And I do have YouTube chat open before you ask. Oh, this is lagging bad. This is lagging bad. Uh-oh. Why is it lagging so much? Maybe I should turn the... Hang on. Maybe I should turn the resolution down. 59 hertz. How's that? That help at all? No. At 50 hertz, maybe? Does that help at all? No. Still very laggy. Graphics, it's at medium. Let's go low. Does that help at all? Lowest. Does that help at all? Maybe a little bit? Oh no. Let's try... Does that help at all? Why is it lagging so bad? What the hell? What the fuck? What's going on? Is it because of tits? Is tits causing it to lag? Yeah, let me try something. Let me exit out of tits. It is. It totally is. It's totally tits. It's totally tits. Fuck! Fuck, I want to have tits. Oh no, oh no. It's totally tits. It's totally tits. Fuck. Do I not have the capacity to do tits? So we can't banana? I don't know if we can. Ah. Here, let me go ahead and make this big again. Here, we can go ahead and like put it like here. It's fine. Okay, so we can't banana. Oh, and also the chat is totally. Let's put it there. We can't banana. I don't think we can. Ah! That's so disappointing. Oh, I love tits. God damn it, I need to stop. But like, no, seriously, like, that's really disappointing. What the fuck? Oh. How bad is the lag? Let me try opening it up again. Try opening it up again. Okay, it's not too bad. Okay, I turned it back on so you can banana me. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. It was worse before. Okay. Fuck! I should have seen that coming. I should have seen that coming. Thank you for the banana throws. Thank you. Okay. Okay, let's continue. You said I could. I did. That's on me. Okay. So we just got... Okay, oh Jesus, I'm really lagging. Okay, I got to inspect my shit. The stage for the talent. Pretty close to the floor. Guess it fits with the whole round table aspect of this place. Everyone's on more or less equal footing, dancing in the dark, once you get past the bouncer. Do you think they might have met here? David and Porter? Okay, so yeah, to catch up, David, our friend who created the code for all of the androids in this world, has died. Oh god, it's lagging so bad. It's lagging so... Okay, I might have to turn off tits. Here, hang on. Let's exit out. Yeah, okay. You got your banana for the stream. I don't know what it is about this game, because it's not like this is like a super, like it's a visual novel. Like, sure, there's like cool visuals and stuff. Here, I gotta go to Twitch. Hang on, I gotta disable, because I feel bad if people redeem the bananas reward without being able to. Hello, bad man Twitch. Whoop. Ah, fuck. Who is that? It's okay. Hang on, I gotta disable this channel point redeem because it's lagging so bad, so bad. Okay, manage power-ups. Okay. I'm sorry, I gotta turn off throw bananas. I gotta turn off throw bananas for this stream. You got your bananas in, everyone. Got him in. Why is it making it lag? I don't understand. Okay. Anyways, back to the game. Actually, I could probably change... I could probably change the resolution now, again, because I think it was tits. I think it was tits that was the issue. Where is the setting? Settings. Okay, yeah, let's turn this back to... Oh, no, now it's too big. Now it's big. Fuck. Oh, that's a little too big, actually. Let's do... There we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, that works. No, the bananas... I'm sorry, my computer... It's either bananas or smooth tracking. It's because when I had the tits on, it was so laggy. So unfortunately, we must. Okay. Okay. Can't see David walking in here. Because you found the walk so challenging? Because it's too loud to relax. And not dark enough to be anonymous. Yeah, it's probably on my computer. It's probably my computer just isn't powerful enough to do VTube Studio plus tits plus a game. Like, I think you can do VTube Studio and tits or VTube Studio and a game, but unfortunately, I'm sorry. I love the throwing redeems and I want them to work, but it's just lagging so bad. I see. Oh, I love this expression. What's that face? You got an opinion to share? The atmosphere's not bad in here, but the music isn't quite... I'll find you a survey to fill out before we leave. What kind of music does an android even like? Oh, she likes punk rock! That's so cute! Early 21st century punk rock! She likes early 2000s punk rock! She rules! I love her sparkly eyes. Is that just you, or does that go for all androids? I haven't met all androids. I can't speak for them. Wonder what they'd say. If they're smart, they'd say that music peaked with early 21st century punk rock. You tell them, Sarah. I love her, my daughter. Debate settled. Okay. What else can we take a look at? Appraise, what? A bar stocked full of colorful selections and busy bartenders. Hope this isn't the kind of club you can order food in. Why not? Only time bar food is any good is when you're drunk enough to forget the taste and the gap between chewing and swallowing. Oh. I've never been to a bar. Admittedly. So you can, like, eat things? Yes, I can. What, like, android food? There is no such product. So, what do androids eat? Online user guides for Noble's warm models clarify that they don't eat anything in the traditional sense. Oh, her glowies. Her glowies. They get their energy from electrical charging, usually wireless. Whenever they need to eat, it's to replenish specific vitamins and electrolytes. Sounds a lot like what mod users go through with their sports drinks and energy bars. Yeah, Morgan, you literally just learned that a big part of getting the warm androids to work was looking at how mods work. Mods isn't like body modifications. This is a futuristic, dystopian cyberpunk future. Ugh. And charger separation anxiety. Here, sorry, I'm just checking to make sure that... Yeah. I just wanted to check to make sure that I actually disabled the bananas. According to the net, warm androids can ingest nutrient-rich processed carbohydrate pellets if they need to forego electrical charging long-term. Processed pellets? You mean like kibble? Like dog food? No, it is not like dog food at all. Can you buy it from the pet store? Morgan. It seems that you can. Oh no! How is this something you have to look up anyway? Because I've always just eaten whatever father gave me. Like what? Marbled beef, never hydroponic avocados, foie gras. Damn, he was feeding you good. He was feeding you good. Let's see. Never hydroponic. Never hydroponic is a movement that calls for sourcing food exclusively from farms using natural sunlight. Lobbyists from the movement has made unsubstantiated claims about superior taste or nutritional value, but the label has yet to receive official state recognition, and thus the presence of the term, or terms like it, on food packaging carries no weight, and is not backed by any legal guarantee. One of a number of food sourcing movements that arose in the latter half of the 21st century as rising sea levels reduced the total amount of arable land around the globe and shifted the global agriculture industry towards hydroponics and vertical farms, rural skyscrapers where each floor is utilized for food production, saving on real estate costs and reducing the impact of unstable weather on agricultural output. I actually learned about this when I took an intro to... Oh fuck, what's the name of intro to horticulture. I took an intro to horticulture class, and I learned a little bit about this. Not a lot, but a little bit. Okay. Feeding your robot foie gras is insane. That sort of thing. I am not paying for any of that. Okay, is there anything else I can do before I talk to this lady? Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Oh! Read. What kind of reading material gets left out in a club? A tabloid interview? Exclusive sit-down with luxury. If you've heard her name on everyone's lips, you've seen her face in magazines and commercials, and then double-checked to make sure that the photos weren't labeled as edited. Now get all your burning questions about her answered here in our exclusive interview with the mysterious young woman who's being called, in perhaps the only true unanimous vote the net's ever seen, the most beautiful woman in the world. What the fuck? Why the name? People think it's just an ego thing, but it was just a random username I picked back when I was grassroots. Then it was a pseudonym to give me a little shade from all the attention. Now it's a brand, and I can't change it without setting the stock market into a spin, so... You're certainly influential. After partnering with you, Inti saw a 3,000% increase in share prices. Yay! I'm so happy for them. Of course, But to be honest, it's a pain at times like this. She gestures towards her clothes. A plain white t-shirt and gym shorts with no branding visible. On anyone else, it might seem sloppy and even unflattering. On her, it only makes her natural beauty stand out even that much more. Oh, natural, huh? Somehow, I don't know. Am I still lagging? What the fuck? Huh? Who are you wearing, by the way? Can't wear anyone unless I'm attending something. If I don't dress like this, all my sponsors fall into bidding wars every time I leave the house. Does it stress you out, all that attention? Stress is bad for your skin, right? They say mine's flawless. Can't argue with that, so do you have a skincare routine? Any tips you'd like to share? Be a little bratty, act a little spoiled, keeps you young. Okay, sure. And how old are you, exactly? Everyone's dying to know. 18 to 29, now and forever. Oh, just like VTubers. Don't get stuff on a clicker like that. Hurry, log in. And hello, so you can read the rest quickly. Time's running out. Okay, what the fuck? Well, however old she is, Luxury's got one hell of a mind for business. Oh shit, her name is Luxury. I didn't even catch that. Her name is Luxury. What the fuck? I mean, her pseudonym. I'm assuming that's not her legal name. It might do her more good than that face in the end. Maybe. It's one hell of a face. In the meantime, she's... She's powerless, I feel. Trapped between a rock and a hard place. If she steps out of line, her sponsors will bleed each other dry in bidding wars for her wardrobe's limited real estate. It's no skin off her back. She's already got more money than she could ever spend. But corporations can't afford to not keep growing. Oh, jeez. We talked literally what we were talking about last stream. Literally what we were talking about last stream. So they never reach a point where they can afford to lose. If she's smart enough to take advantage of that, good for her. Ah, okay. Hello! Sorry, I need to reload so I can get my things. There we go. Sunrises are too Sunrises are too meteoric. Have I never pronounced this word out loud before? Meteoric? For even the Megs to grab the reins on. At this point, Luxury's got them at her mercy. She can send their stocks into disarray with one selfie. Okay. Why am I lagging so bad? Okay. That helped a little. Good for her. Okay, yeah, that's him alright. Looks like he's killing time before his sets tonight. Are you unsure how to proceed, Adonai? I'm sure that you need to hang back. As for me, I'll... Wait, cool. Oh, that might have been the wrong voice. Hey there. Hey. Some sick beats out there on the floor, right? Sick beats. Yeah! Oh, shit, so lame! Yeah, or whatever, man. Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Time to reload! Reload! We fucked up! Play it straight! Isaac Porter? What's up? My name's Morgan. I was David's friend. Right now, I'm his lawyer. Can we talk? It depends. Were you a friend from work? No. Over here. Thanks, Isaac. Another Isaac Porter. He looks really cool. If I was attracted to men... occupation, musician, bassist. Likes itineraries, grilling, champagne. Dislikes for distance teachers, producers, ads. Uh-oh, he doesn't like ads. Sarah. The best at gift giving, the worst at folding laundry. Fave quote, I don't do requests. I see. Thanks, Isaac. Well, don't thank me yet. I might just sit here, shut my mouth, and stick you with my tab. So what kind of lawyer are you? What kind of friend? I'm his defense attorney. Think you missed the bus on that then, yeah? And I'm a friend that needs to know what happened yesterday. Doesn't everyone? Try somewhere else, friendly lawyer. Haven't seen him in weeks. You might not have seen him, but we both know that you spoke with him over the phone yesterday. Only a short time before he died. How the hell? Isaac, it's pretty obvious that you don't want this particular spotlight to linger on you any longer than necessary. So why don't we get to the chase? No lies, no playing coy. Fine. Sarah. Yes, Adonai? The hell? Is that thing transmitting? I am not streaming any data, no. Porter doesn't seem to recognize Sarah either. Oh, ads are starting in a minute. One more person David was keeping secrets from. I need to record everything for the court. Fine. Okay, let's just go ahead and run a minute ad. Run the ad. Run the ad. Okay. I'm gonna switch to talking. Okay, so 3 minutes of ads. We're gonna take a break from the game. We're gonna stretch. We're gonna. Oh. Actually, I might go refill my. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Speaking of which, I'm just drinking the last dregs of my water bottle. I'm gonna go refill it. So I will be right back. Feel free to, do whatever you need to do. You go take a shit. I don't know. I'll be back. Oh. Oh. I'm back, baby, and I got a ban a bot. Hang on. Hang on. Okay. And ads are ending in 20 seconds. Okay. Ugh. I'm so tired. I'm really upset. I'm really upset that that the tits don't work, that I have to... It might just be this game. For some reason, I think, like, the assets in this game, like, the art in this game, make everything slow down. Okay, ads are over! Let's get back into it. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay. Fine. You two were together, is that correct? We were together. I ended it. Oh, so they were fucking? They were fucking? Why is my AC making that noise? Anyways. Yesterday. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh, I see, Care to elaborate on our entire relationship? Look, you can tell me everything once, and I can get it on the record. Or you can hear the same questions over and over again from 1,000 different cops and Megs for the next 3 months. Have you checked the task manager to see what the bottleneck is? I've not. I'm pretty sure part of it was tits. Part of it was tits, because it is moving slowly now. Actually, let me check task manager. I'll let you bring it up. Ooh. Yeah, it's OBS using most of it. Yeah, OBS is using 14%. Of the Devil is going between like 9 and 11%. And then VTube Studio is using 5%. So it's mostly OBS. It's mostly OBS. So, unfortunately not something I can close. Or you can hear the same questions over and over again from 1,000... I meant for CPU, RAM, and GPU to see what you need to upgrade and hardware-wise. Oh, okay. How do I tell? How do I tell? Performance? Is it in performance? Yeah. Ah! Sierra, stop pressing buttons on the AC! CPU, how do I... Look at the utilization charts. I'm looking at them, but like, how do I know? Okay, memory usage seems pretty... Ethernet. Dedicated GPU. I'm looking at them, but I don't know what they mean. What do these mean? What has the highest percentage? The CPU is using 44%. Then memory is 42%. Then, wait, what the fuck? The GPU is using 99%? What? Oh, it might be the GPU. It might be the GPU. I think I might... 100%? What? Uh-oh. It might be the GPU. It might be the GPU. It might be the I think it's the GPU. Yeah. There's your bottleneck. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I might have to upgrade the GPU if I want to use tits. So is it 1050 good? It's been working okay. It's a 1050 Ti, I think. It's probably not good now that I am saying it out loud. Hello? Hello? What? Did I just freeze? There I am. Jesus. Okay, yeah, I think it's decidedly the GPU. So that I might have to look into upgrading that at some point, but graphics cards are expensive, so we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I can save up to get one, or I can get one used, or whatever. What's a good number that I should be looking for? I mean, I'm assuming more than 1050, because that's what it is currently. But like, what's a good number GPU I should look for if I'm looking like on eBay for used ones? Because I really don't want to have to spend the money to get a new one. I don't need like top of the line, but like, we met in a bar. I'd seen him come in a few times, each time with someone else. Each time talking with his mouth, but not looking with his eyes. It ticked me off. Oh, is this an enemies to lovers type of situation? Scribbling on napkins and letting a single gin and tonic sweat onto the table for 2 hours. His dates would all go to the bathroom or take a call and slip out the back. One of them didn't make it 10 minutes. And he'd still sit there the rest of the night, unfazed. Couldn't tell if he was oblivious or stupid or shameless or most confident man in the world. And he ticked me off. One night, things were slow and my set had been canceled and his date hadn't even bothered to think of an excuse before bailing, so I asked him why he insisted on coming there night after night. Just to ignore vapid people he wasn't interested in a shitty bar with drinks he didn't like. And he just said, because I like your music. That's kind of smooth. I'm not gonna lie. Man, did that tick me off. It was cute early on. Being so passionate about work I could barely pretend to understand. And I like that we gave each other space, you know? Felt like we were being mature or whatever. Until... there was no until. No one day where everything turned sour. I have the Radeon RX 6750 XT and it costed less than $400 depending on the model. Okay. I'll have to look into it. I'll probably also ask my dad for recommendations now that I know what graphics card I'm working with, and I am realizing I don't think it's a great one. Whoops. At some point, I started to understand where his priorities were and how I ranked in them. Like I said, he was passionate about his work. I just wrongly assumed that he would also be that passionate about me at some point. Ooh, that's rough. That's rough, buddy. So I pulled away a little. Wanted to see if he'd notice, if he'd miss me. Testing him, like that isn't the biggest red flag in the world. Never budged. Could ignore him for days and he wouldn't be the least bit ashamed to see me. If I picked a fight, he'd never get angry or upset. He'd just apologize. Oh, this is becoming too real. He didn't want to fight with me. Guess he was never invested enough to bother. It was my mistake. Watched him sit there all those nights not giving a shit when people walked away, and still I had this stupid idea that somehow, for whatever reason, I would be different. I would be special. But I wasn't. So I ended it. Last night, I called him, didn't expect he'd pick up. I had everything prepared to leave a message with an assistant or an ad or whatever. But he answered. First ring. Without hesitation, shame, or awkwardness. That ticked me off. So I told him exactly how valued he had made me feel the past few months. I told him exactly how insignificant I felt as the boyfriend of the illustrious Dr. David Asher. And what did he say? He apologized. He asked me if that was all I called to tell him. Oh. Oh. Woof. Oh, no, 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 that's bad. That's... Hung up after that. Spent the rest of the night wrapped in warm disdain for him and his coldness. He had made that easy for me. Went to sleep hurt but clean, ready for something new. And then this morning, I wake up to see that my ex killed himself not 2 hours after he let me walk out of his life without so much as a don't. What the hell, man? What the hell, David? And now you're just the tip of an iceberg of lawyers and reporters and buzzards. Parasites who want to hear all about the man who sent David Asher over the edge. Oh yeah, that's not a good position to be in. I never wanted to be his last lifeline or the straw that broke his back. I just wanted to be his goddamn boyfriend. Turns out that was asking for too much. It's yet to be determined whether David committed suicide. You serious? You don't have all the facts. And you do? Any one of them point to anything else? Well, not really, but... Also, it's important to make sure the GPU is compatible with your CPU. Oh, I should check what my CPU is. My CPU... Intel Core i7-7700 CPU at 3.0 GHz. I don't know what that means, but you might. But yeah, I'll talk to my dad. He knows about computer shit. Thought so. Thanks for your time. I'll let you get back to it. That's it? No summons? The court has no need for you to retell a sad story like that. The court, huh? Sorry to bother you at work. Sarah, let's go. Your discography is very impressive. Yeah, thanks. And your range is remarkable. So it pained me to see that all your works in the last quarter have been so melancholy. Oh. I think... Well, what the hell would you know about any of that? What's the matter? Can't find the words? Be nice to her, Porter! Need to steal them from somewhere first, butcher them before shitting them back out? I was not trained on any data sets that... Pardon me. My mistake, really. Not your fault you're only standing here because rich prick nerds were allowed to rob the world blind for most of the century. Sarah, we're leaving. What the hell was that about? He was under the false impression that I was programmed using a massive automated learning model in early 21st century... Not that. Why'd you talk to him? Huh? I wanted to... I just felt that I should say something to him. A word of advice. People don't want comfort from strangers. Especially when they're androids. They want it from the people they want it from. Coming from anywhere else, it's just... corn syrup on a parched tongue. I've never heard that one before. Doesn't matter how sweet it is, they'll just start gagging. I'm gonna have to start using that. You know a lot about people, don't you, Adonai? Compared to you? I'm a goddamn savant. Come on, there's not much time left. Is there still somewhere you want to investigate? Somewhere I need to return to, actually. Porter was right. As things stand, I don't have any evidence that could establish an alternative interpretation of the facts. But if there did exist hard evidence... excuse me. But if there did exist hard evidence that could prove his death wasn't suicide, there's only one place I could find it at this point. 5:16 p.m. July 1st, 2086. Jeez, this has all been one day in the universe. Noble employee housing, building, Platia. Oh, we're going back to his apartment, aren't we? Penthouse basement. The basement. The basement. You sure you don't want another look at the crime scene? I'm all out of time. Gotta approach this from the other angle. The other angle? You know, inductive versus deductive, flip the chessboard and all that. Haven't you ever read a mystery novel? I've seen mystery films. Well, let's see if you paid any attention then. What killed David Asher? Poison. 10 points. There's a point system? Now, how did the poison get into his bloodstream? He must have ingested it orally. And how do we know that? The medical examiner found... Oh, I love this because you can see exactly how she's mimicking Morgan. That's... Oh, I love... Oh, they're so cute. The medical examiner found no injection marks or wounds. And if he had inhaled it? Inhaled it? Why? Leave the whys to someone who actually understands them. I won't be able to understand anything if I don't practice. Practice by answering my question. I suppose it's possible, but highly unlikely. We would have found a delivery system for it in the building, like an inhaler. Right. An airborne poison is either shoved in your face or sprayed over a wide area. And no one around David has shown any kind of symptoms. So all we're left with is oral intake. Eliminating the impossible. What's next, Adonai? Young's corroborated statement was that David didn't exhibit any irregular symptoms or behavior until he started drinking that night. And the police didn't find anything unusual in any of the food or drink in his home. Except for his cup, the results were inconclusive. Young was drinking from the same bottle and the same type of cup, but didn't get sick. We have to conclude then that David's cup alone was poisoned. That all seems logical, and consistent with the police's theory of suicide. So, why are we down here? Minus 10 points. Oh, that was all the points she had! You monster! Back to 0? David left the parlor and came back with a whiskey and 2 cups. Young told us as much, and apparently the cameras upstairs support her story. So we have to conclude, then, that he got them both from this bar? Better. 5 points. Did he also get the poison from the cabinet? The police have been in here since we left. This is so cute. I love them. According to their ERC's file, they didn't find anything that matches that poison down here. So the poison somehow went straight into his drinking cup then? I need to flip this around again. But if you turn something 360 degrees, you're just back to... If I were the prosecution, what would I want more than anything? Proof that David knowingly added the poison himself. He wouldn't do that. And you can make that claim because there's no video evidence to contradict you. How long was David off camera? From 7:36 p.m. to 7:40 p.m., when he left the parlor to get liquor from this bar. So if we had David on camera for those 4 minutes and he didn't poison himself in that time, he would have a perfect alibi for the crime, proving his innocence. But Adonai, we don't have footage of that. There are no security cameras down here. I think there are. What do you mean? This whole building is coated head to toe with Penumbra security systems, courtesy of Noble. Every console, every corner, every android on every floor, it's all plugged into Penumbra. Except that. I see. That panel is manufactured by Cotter Security Systems. Why would David put a console for a different security system in exactly one corner of the penthouse? I have never given it much thought. Well, it's been bothering me all day. But my curiosity alone can't scale a 64-digit wall. You mean signal hijacking, or whatever you want to call it. Have you tried it before? It is illegal and unnecessary. Father would not... He would not have installed hidden cameras in his own home. At the end of the day, I can't make you do anything. Well, actually, I probably can, now that you're registered to me. But aren't you the one who wanted to prove his innocence? Eliminate the impossible. I will need your express verbal command. Not like David can press charges against us at this point. Do it. Did you really need me to say that? For the purposes of record keeping, yes. I've gotten past the 64-digit code, and I have found cameras. There are a number of them embedded in the room's walls and ceilings. As you theorized, they are on a separate network from the rest of the building. Where are they feeding to, if not the Penumbra system? Behind my hibernation unit. Oh, what's going on? A false wall in the back of a safe. I don't understand. Why would Father possibly have a hidden system of cameras inside his own home? Beats me. Great addition, Morgan. He was brilliant and more than a little odd. Throw in a little money and odd becomes eccentric. I see. I think... What the hell was he thinking? What was he afraid of? I love the multiple moments in this game where Morgan is like, I don't know, like, and then she's like completely, it's like in her head, the complete opposite of like, why didn't he come to me for... Time short. Gather facts now and leave the computation for later. Okay. Oh, what? Take in. So is that the original? It was appraised and confirmed to be genuine. At least it didn't get ripped off. I'm a Philistine when it comes to this kind of stuff. What does an android see? I see a meeting. Or perhaps an encounter? Two apex forces of nature. Two kings of the forest, the stag and the tiger. I think... Great. I'm officially less cultured than the robot. Okay, what else? What else can we look at? What else? Peruse. The liquor cabinet this mystery hinges on. The police have been through it all by now. and they didn't find foreign contents in any of the spirits. No poison to be found here. Well, not that kind of poison anyway. In which case, can I make you anything? Well, if you're offering, I'll have... Oh, sorry. You're way underage, aren't you? 2 years old or whatever? What? Don't just offer it to her and then be like, sorry, you're a baby. Girl! Technically... Took that one a lot worse than I expected. She was excited to have a drink! Cheer up. Maybe you'll find a mocktail if you climb to the top of the ladder. This is a rolling ladder. A kind of step ladder. Not a ladder. What? Remember, are they really doing this? Amazing. Remember, a ladder extends, but a stepladder folds out. And it's important to note the distinction. I bet my life savings that the subject will never come up again, ever. Looks directly at camera. I know you've played Ace Attorney, you fucks. Of course they are, yeah. Of course they are. Of course they are. This is a visual novel where you play a defense attorney. They had to. They had to. That's fun. I was not expecting. Okay. What did David even do with all this equipment? Dry his laundry? What makes you so sure he wasn't exercising? Did you ever see him use any of this crap? No, but he must have used the weights when I wasn't looking. Since he promised me that he'd take better care of his health. Oh, Sarah, baby. Sarah, these weights are all maxed out. David couldn't have put up numbers like this even if he was piloting a frame. Well, don't be so sure, Adonai. Pardon? The following is a true story, based on primary sources who were present for the event and its aftermath. What? Sarah's such a fucking nerd. She is. I love her. I love her so much. What are you gonna tell us? What the fuck, girl? Copenhagen, 1981, 8:10 a.m. local time. A towering man with the musculature of a world-class professional rugby player enters the Global Danke Bank on Friedrichsburn Lane. He explains to the bank teller that he has a bomb in his suitcase and that he wants his gym bag filled with unmarked bills. A security guard approaches him from behind with a nightstick and swings. But the man simply catches the weapon and bends it into a twisted knot with his massive dinner plate-sized hands. Sarah, listen to this. Almost a century ago. It is a century ago, isn't it? Because this game takes place in 2086, and 1981. So it's literally over a century. Oh my god, that's amazing. When asked to describe the suspect to police afterwards, the teller had only this to say: that man was all muscle. The rest of the bank heist proceeded without incident, and the man exits the building just as police arrive on the scene when suddenly his suitcase explodes. But it's just a smokescreen. Local officers quickly recognize the ploy and rush towards the door, grabbing each of the hostages as they flee while desperately searching for the perpetrator. What they find instead is a diminutive, frail, sheepish young man, barely 160 centimeters tall, holding a gym bag full of money, with no recollection of how he got there. Renowned psychologist and trained hypnotist Dr. Werner Kurtzer wrote the following in his diagnosis: acute dissociative identity disorder. That's right, the man had a split personality. And so great was the disparity between his two halves that when they switched control, he physically changed, becoming taller, bulkier, and capable of previously unthinkable feats of strength. So be careful what you say a man like Father can't do just because of how he looks on the outside. Yeah, that's not how that works, Sarah. You're doing bad movie disableism. Sarah, no. Sarah, no, you're being ableist. Oh, she can't hear us. She has her AirPods in. No, but like, even if that was true, David didn't have DID, Sarah, so... Sarah, every single word you just said was false. Huh? Don't believe everything you read on the net. Oh. Okay, whoa, check. What's the story with this anyway? Some kind of fault in the foundation? I don't know. I've never noticed that crack before. Stop reading creepypasta, Sarah. Did you know that in the 1950s there was a Russian sleep experiment that actually happened? We don't know that David didn't have a maid altar. We do. David's place was incredibly disorganized, yeah. I don't know. I've never noticed that crack before. Might want to get those eyes checked. Well, there's nothing wrong with my vision. This crack just must have been created during my most recent hibernation. How? Did David drop a weight a bunch of times over and over in the same spot? Alright, let's refocus here. So there's some kind of hidden door behind your bunk bed, huh? Essentially, well, a bunk bed would imply a second or third. How do we open it? One moment. I see. Got it open already? I cannot open this door. Well, at least she's honest. Why? It is a Tethys basic structure. That anti-hack feature in the name is real? It's a closed system, Adonai. The hell am I supposed to do now? Strange. There was an if-then toggle enabled in the security parameters. I don't follow. Morgan is like, what the fuck do you mean it's not all marketing bullshit? Understandable. Yeah, she's like, everything's marketing bullshit these days. How was I supposed to know it was real? What do you mean a corporation wasn't lying for once? I don't follow. When Father last adjusted the settings here, he made it so that the door would never open so long as I was hibernating. Oh, thank you for the daily check-in. Thank you. Enjoy your cup of punch. And he made it so that I was the only one who could wake her up. Meaning this is a door that only I can open? It'll be a 6-character password, some combination of numbers or letters. Did you and Father have any influential moments in your life that revolved around a 6-letter word? Nothing comes to mind. Is there a code word that he knew only I could learn? Oh god. What? Don't say murder. No dice. But what if that worked? What if that worked? But like, what if that worked? No dice. Could it be your birthday? I would have suggested saving there before entering anything, but oh well. Oh. Whoops. Whoopsies. Could it... Oh cool, her own name fits. Oh shit, was it? There's an achievement for getting it right the first time. Whatever. Achievements come and go. Could it be your birthday? Or his? If David set the password to something as dumb as that, I'd never forgive him. As you say, Adonai. No, he would have picked a code whose significance was only obvious after the fact. M-O-R-G. Was that your name you just tried? Well, it's 6 characters, isn't it? Yes, but it's not exactly secure, Adonai. Anyone who knew you and Father were close could have tried guessing it. Well, was there some word that only the 2 of you knew? I love how Morgan was just like, a birthday would be a terrible idea, and immediately entered her own name. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna turn off my AC. It's making weird noises. It's making weird noises. I don't know what's going on with it. Nickname? Pretty much everyone just calls me Morgan. But not everyone. Wait, what? Oh shit, what's, fuck, it's like, Evangeline, but that's too long, isn't it? It's too long, isn't it? He was definitely trying to hint at you. Well, I'm trying! I'm trying here! What was her name again? Her first name? I don't know. I don't know. Uh... That didn't work either. That's a deep breath would help you focus, Adonai. Yeah, it's still not possible to pull up the phone or log anything at the password entry, is it not? It's not. Okay, what? Where? Wait. Can I... Wait. Wait. What do I need to look in? Okay. Evidence. Stop on story, poison, some cheaper separation. I'm lost. I don't know what they want me to put in. Look at the log. Look at the log. Oh! I just got it. 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 Either I know or I don't. I see. So you know the answer? Getting there. There we go. There we go. I didn't even think about that. I don't know why. It's opening. What was the password, Adonai? You'd never guess. They made sure she was saying Adonai literally every time, and it was just going whoosh right over my head. Whoop. Okay. Did feel a bit out of character, David utilizing so much cloak and dagger tech. And I've definitely been struggling with the idea of him doing home improvement. But one step in here and it all makes sense. It's a panic room. Scary. A panic room is a place for rich people to hide in when people start bouncing bricks off of their windows. Blunt, but not wrong. They're typically not even on the blueprints. So when Noble built this penthouse for one of their executives, someone slipped this into the mix, and it's remained in Noble's blind spot ever since. All David had to do was repurpose it. Make sure you're capturing all of this. I don't want to miss my one chance because of a discovery technicality. I understand, but you needn't specify. My memory is flawless. I can play back visuals, sounds, sensations. I can even give a detailed reports on air particulates. You mean you can smell? Shit, I should have showered. Better than any human, and some canines. So, does it smell stale in here to you? Stale? It doesn't to me. Almost like someone's been in here recently. Almost like Puppy Girl Emma and Puppy Girl Sarah. Yeah! This game slaps the top of the devil. This game can fit so many puppy girls. Almost like someone visits here frequently. Alright, let's try booting up the computer. You don't think the console is password protected? 2 physical doors, a 64-digit code, a half-ton android, and a secret phrase. If David set a password on his PC after all that, I'm going back to the morgue to have a word with him. I'm gonna bring him back to life to kill him again. Oh, good, it's already signed in. You're looking for camera footage? Oh, the art is so good! Art is so good when she's glowing, and it's from the perspective of the screen, so it's got the screen. It's so good. You're looking for camera footage? I'd also settle for a note plainly stating that he feared for his life. What am I doing? Here. You search for the video files. They'll probably be timestamped and formatted for short-range distances. I have the subfolder. The cameras stream live data constantly, but the files are clipped at fairly regular intervals. Once every week, it seems. The most recent video file here has footage going back 8 days. It was accessed yesterday at around 4 p.m. You were asleep then, so the only person who could get in here at that time is David himself. Alright, let's see it then. Of course. It's just that I am having difficulty. Try double-clicking? Have you tried turning it off and on again? I have been trying to open the files from the moment I discovered them, Adonai. But they are encrypted. Damn it, David. You leave me enough clues to get this far, but you won't let me use your computer? What's the brand on the encryption program? If I rush a subpoena, they might have a backdoor I could bluff them into. These files were not encrypted with any commercially available tool. This appears to be Father's own work. Shit. If David Asher hand-wrote the encryption on these files, there was no one alive who could... Yeah, Morgan's just like, oh great, we're fucked then. Like, well, we're boned. Thanks, David, GG. Hey, was Dawes just flattering you back there? Or is your processing power really that special? I don't know. Can you break his encryption? Yes or no? With enough time. And how much time would that be? I would estimate it at 2 to 6 hours. That's a 4-hour window! No matter how sophisticated, encryption is still just a code that must be deciphered. And when deciphering any code, progress proceeds exponentially, which makes it particularly difficult to determine the amount of time required to complete the process. 2 to 6 hours. I don't have any better options. Get started. I started 4 minutes and 23 seconds ago. Hey, 420! Finally showing some initiative. But you've been talking to me this whole time. I have the ability to analyze data in parallel by utilizing subconscious processes, so long as the work required is rote. So you're doing it in the back of your head? Actually, I'm speaking to you in the back of my head. You don't get my full processing power, bitch. I could give the decryption process my full, undivided attention, but I would become non-responsive. Hey, that's a pretty nifty feature. I'll have to keep that in mind. Morgan, be nice! Alright, can you take the show on the road, or do we have to rip this computer out of the wall and find a battery? Sarah's very rare brat moment, very cute of her. She's so cute. I've copied the encrypted files and we'll work on them as we travel. We can leave whenever you're ready. Still can't believe David let me get this far just to shut the door in my face at the last second. But he did let me get this far. And the computer's not the only thing in here. The cabinets are a lot less eye-catching than his computer, but knowing David, that's all the more reason to check. Lots of paperwork. Bonds and holdings. A platinum bar? His birth certificate might be nearly as valuable. Can't imagine what people would pay to steal David Asher's identity. And down here at the bottom, a binder. Noble's logo on the front, and in the middle, enough pages to dwarf one of those phone books you see. In period pieces. Yeah, because, like, by 2086, a phone book would be, like, the same as seeing, like a old-timey stove, probably. I'm trying to think of, like, other, like, old-timey things you see in, like, period piece movies. That's funny. They're masking it in legalese, even on the table of contents, but basically, this is his employment contract. Ooh. Binder containing the full text of David Asher's employment contract with Noble Electronics. Details compensation, grounds for dismissal, definitions for what constitutes a breach of contract, and how arbitrations would be handled. Not a light read. I bet, yeah. Hold on to this for me. It must be very important if you're giving it to me. It's certainly very heavy. Was there anything else in there? Expecting an updated copy of his will to show up? Well, it is a possibility, isn't it? Well, maybe in a corny old murder mystery. We're in a futuristic cyberpunk murder mystery, Sarah. Keep up! Ah! A widely beloved and respected genre with over 2 centuries of... There is something else. Your papers. That Evangeline Morgan be given immediate and complete ownership of the android-designated Sarah. It's dated to a few weeks back. Had he already made up his mind about all of this? If he had, why'd he hide it where no one could find it? Was I just a backup plan? Well, at least we've got something a bit more concrete than Starling's word now. A tax-free transaction, fortunately. Her word should be plenty, shouldn't it? Not if people realize how precious you are. Aww! That's a new one, right? That's so cute! As a collector's item, Morgan! Morgan! We've yet to meet one person who knows what the hell you are. But Noble could have easily argued that you fall under private technology or physical holdings. Unless I had something like this. Well, it's good that you do then. I'm glad that Father wanted me to go with a friend of his. Yeah. This will get me a huge... Oh my god! Morgan! Morgan! Stop being mean to her! Stop it! God damn it, Morgan! This will get me a huge tax write-off when I donate you to it. You could at least pick a charitable institution. Well, it's just an old saying. All colleges have become for-profit since the 60s. I think Morgan bullies Sarah whenever she's in danger of having an emotional vulnerability. Yeah. Yeah, she's like, oh shit, I'm about to, I might be vulnerable. Time to really overcompensate with the bullying. That doesn't make me feel any better. Well, you can cheer up in the car. Hail us a ride to the courthouse. Priority. There is an upcharge at this hour for priority transportation. That's irritating. But I'd like to have more than just a few minutes to prepare once we get there. The upcharge is a multiplier of 5.7. Jesus. Ugh. I'll prepare on the way over. Very good, Adonai. 5:48 p.m., July 1st, 2086. Does it excite you? Going into courtrooms? Doing paperwork in a car, ugh. Doing paperwork in general, ugh, am I right? What do you mean? You don't feel the tension in the air as the audience murmurs amongst themselves? Is that another Ace Attorney reference, or am I just looking for things where they aren't? The, like, of Ace Attorney courtroom. You don't feel a fiery sense of justice rising in your gut as the prosecution smirks at your ragtag assembly of witnesses? Do you really think this is going to be like some kind of movie where the good guys save the day? Well, probably not. Though, that would be nice if it were. What's your deal, anyway? Did David train you off of a movie marathon from hell or something? We did watch films together, if that's what you're asking, though he was rarely the one who suggested it. So you were the aggressor. What's an android get out of watching a flick, anyway? Well, what do I get? Why do you do it? What's your reason? I'm not sure how to answer your question. Never mind. Forget what I was talking to. Forgot what I was talking to. Aww. I liked the performances. Sure, there you go. Got a crush on Humphrey Bogart or something? Well, he's a handsome man. Oh! But it's not the actors I like so much as their performance. See, Sarah grumps at that, but, like, that's arguably a very sweet remark from Morgan. Oh, right, I forgot you're not human. Yeah, she's trying, I think. The truth is, besides Father, I have very little experience when it comes to people. I hadn't noticed. I read the net, I watch people and what they share of their lives. But it's all so subtle, so hard to follow. Real Sarah. There are so many unspoken rules that can't be taught, only learned, and local autistic girl learning from media how people work. Yeah! Our relatable queen, Sarah. I often struggle to grasp them. You're also complex, so detailed. Oh, is this her watching the stuff on screen? But the characters on screen are exaggerated, larger than life. The actors enunciate. Their body language is precise and meaningful. Their faces are bright and softly lit, and their eyes are... It's fiction. So these characters in their stories, they have a beginning, a middle, and an end. And the people on screen don't ask anything of you except your attention. You can't disappoint them or make them feel awkward. Oh, Jesus, this is too real. Sarah, you're making it too real. Sarah. You can just watch and learn. But what about you, Adonai? What about me? Well, do you like movies? Yeah, sure. Back when I was a kid. Really? Who was your favorite director? What was your favorite film? It was a long time ago. I don't remember. 6:05 p.m., July 1st, 2086. State Building. Floor 48. Things are quieter than I expected here at the courthouse. Though I've always felt courthouse is a bit of a misnomer. Government building is probably the best way to describe these towers, all-encompassing and impenetrably vague. 100 floors of officials, and documents, and paper-pushing queues, with a couple dozen courtrooms squeezed in along the way. Didn't think I'd be arguing in court when I woke up today. Didn't think that my friend would be dead, or that he'd have thrust an android onto my lap either. I could just walk in there and concede. Emma would be irritated and more than a little confused, but I could play it off as an exercise in grief. The android would complain loudly, of course, but I wouldn't have to listen to it. Now that it's registered in my name, I could probably just order the damn thing to reset its memory. Okay, we're about to have ads. So we're gonna switch to talking so that we can have our ads, and then we will run an ad. Okay, run. Is it on? Okay. Ads are running! Okay. Oh! Yeah, Morgan's trying really hard not to get attached to... God, that monologue, isn't a monologue? That chunk of text from Sarah was way too real. I legitimately, like, when I was a kid, and I did, like, theater camp as a kid, and they were like, okay, this is how you act sad on stage. This is how you act angry on stage. This is how you act happy on stage. And I was like, yeah, this is how you do that. And I'm like, oh, finally someone's teaching me these things. So I think that's where a lot of my, like, I'm like, even, like, off stream, I feel like I have exaggerated, like, when I try to emote, it's much more exaggerated than I think it should be. Yeah, that scene has impaled multiple streamers. Oh, I bet! Oh, Jesus. No, but I love Sarah. This game is so good. I mean, I knew it was good after Chapter 0, but, like, it's so good, man! Oh, I'm so excited. Excuse me. I'm so excited for episode 2. Definitely once that comes out, I will play it. Depending on whether I have a different visual novel in the chamber when it actually comes out. It might, I might not play it right when it comes out, but I'll try to play it after it comes out as soon as I can. Because This is very fun. I love this game. It's such a fun game. And the art is incredible! The art is incredible! He was incredible! That's not a good Connie impression, that's not, but he was incredible! Okay, 26, 25, 24. I really need to do more things in my life so I have things to talk. How lame is it that I'm like, I need to do more stuff in my life so that I have things to talk about during stream ad breaks. No, but what was I saying? I might order food today because oh boy, oh, ads are over. Ads are over. Back to gameplay. Just order the damn thing to reset its memory. Oh, thank you for the stretch. Oh. Oh, good stretch. Thank you. Who needs a like when you can stream? Exactly! Fucked up and evil to mention ordering food when it's past the point anyway delivers here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Order the damn thing to reset its memory. But I haven't done that. And why haven't you done that, Morgan? You care about her, don't you, Morgan? You care about Sarah, don't you, Morgan? And I guess I don't plan to. Why? It must be because I have my suspicions as well. Sarah insists that David would never commit suicide, and I haven't actually stopped to ask myself whether or not I agree. David was rational, subdued, private, hard on himself, and not prone to emotional outbursts. So maybe that's why I'm finding myself outside a courtroom, prepared to humor and add suspicion before the state. Because I don't really believe David killed himself either. What's your progress bar at? I can confirm that I am making progress. Good job, Sarah. Well, shit, let's not get ahead of ourselves. But it would be difficult to summarize that progress in terms of a completion percent. Give it your best shot anyway. 4%. Oh, jeez. Are you feeling confident in your case? Markedly less so after hearing that. Do you think the judge will be amenable to your argument? What are you talking about? Do you know the judge that we've been assigned? Are they particularly lenient or strict? Adjutants are always a coin flip, so I don't know how to pronounce that word. You do know what an adjutant is, right? Don't you? Is that a made-up word? Are you expecting to see a bearded old man with a... Another Ace Attorney reference in the bag. That's for sure one. A bearded old man with a robe and a gavel when we get in there? Well, should I not? I really love how Morgan analyzes her own thought processes and behavior like that. She experiences an emotion or recognizes the behavior and works to figure out her own reasoning and motive. Yeah, it's interesting. Should I not? Adjutants are android judges, okay? With all the authority that entails. Oh. Commercial name for automated dependent judicial models. Adjutants are automated dependents that preside over trials for the state. While most adjutants are designed and sold as software and then loaded onto courthouse-specific hardware, including android bodies, they can interpret trial proceedings and render judgment based entirely on stenographer records if need be, ruling on cases on an entirely digital capacity. Reviews of adjutants by third parties have shown that they are overwhelmingly more equitable and even-handed in their sentencing than human judges. Because they cannot be bribed or intimidated, adjutants are especially preferred for cases involving organized crime or corporate misconduct. Morgan's like, oh, they suck. They don't let me cheat. Adjutants use a ninefold personality engram for rendering their judgments and building consensus, known as the nonary system among software engineers. Because each of these 9 personas are constructed by a different think tank or institution from across the political spectrum, ideological contamination in adjutant units is practically impossible. I see. There have been a small number of reported cases where nonary processing has borne particularly enthusiastic or eccentric personas, presumably in an unorthodox, if not effective, attempt to reconcile particularly disparate opinions across their 9 constituent personalities, with a single authoritative, loud voice. With the state's court backlog essentially cleared for the past half-decade, questions arose as to the continued need for adjutants to lighten the judicial system's human resource burden, but Senate Investigative Committee 74JD91 determined that removing adjutants from the legal system would be prohibitively expensive at this point. Shoving 9 different personalities into a single robot, many such girls. I am surprised to hear that people are willing to accept rulings made by automated dependents. Rulings come from landmark cases in the higher courts. Those are passed down by actual judges, real people with decades of study and experience. But not every eviction case or traffic ticket that ends up in court requires years of legal experience. Sometimes all you need is a referee and a sentencing algorithm. So, androids are used to reduce caseload? Been that way for decades. But how was a law that replaced judges ever enforced? Wouldn't there be injunctions stalling? Judges did fight it for years at every level and in every theater, but the public lost their patience for that kind of obstruction during the 60s. The state needed to shred the budgets across the board. And so judges that couldn't be replaced by years of legal battles were instead ushered into early retirement by the unrelenting forces of our great nation's accountants. I mean, assuming they didn't make the robots racist, as they often are in current reality, I'd probably prefer an ad over human, yeah. But unfortunately, they probably made the robots racist. Let's be real. And it's not controversial? Where racist is just any form of bigotry, yeah. And it's not controversial? I mean, no hopes they're not glasses, that's for sure, yeah. Having machines determine sentencing for human beings? Whatever controversy there is, it gets aimed at the machines, not the people who put them there. And the machines can't lose sleep over it. Well, besides, it used to be that even the most high profile of crimes wouldn't get a court date until weeks or months later. Nowadays, most crimes are prosecuted within a single business week. And that's not rushing things? Well, it keeps people in my line of work on their toes, that's for sure. Well, I'm just surprised to hear that there's so much haste. Don't they teach you about classical conditioning in android school? You gotta feed the dog immediately after you ring the bell. If punishment doesn't follow the crime in quick succession, the lesson doesn't stick. I see. But if adjutants are so effective, why aren't they used in every trial? Why aren't they used in politics? That's a logical question to ask. And the answer is that logic only gets you so far when it comes to people. Well, doesn't everyone want the courts to be as just as possible? If adjutants are truly impartial and incorruptible, everyone wants justice, sure. But there are other considerations to be had. Such as disgust. Oh, What? That's all people really care about. What all their morals boil down to. Just what they do or don't find disgusting. Only problem is, everything's more palatable when viewed through a screen. So when everyone sees the world through AR and cameras and no one ever gets dirt under their fingernails, you'd be surprised what you can get away with. I don't understand. Yeah, well, therein lies the problem. Jesus. Hello? Hello? 6:24 p.m., July 1st, 2086. Courtroom 48D. Ah, there she is. Mommy. I shouldn't. It's just a preliminary hearing, huh? You wouldn't know it from the look on her face. But I shouldn't have expected any leeway once we stepped into the courtroom. Not with her. That's the adjutant up there? Is it asleep? Oh shit, the adjutant's hot! Oh shit! Oh, just wait. Oh boy. Oh, what? It's loading. It needs to load? Don't be rude. Not every ad can afford to be decked out as extravagantly as you are. She's so dainty! She's so dainty! Especially not those the state buys in bulk. There's an audience. Me in the gallery? That's nothing. Could have been a lot worse. Word of any trial in the case of David Asher's death must have spread like wildfire. Even a mock trial like this one. Detectives like Reyes or London would get chewed out for leaking things to the press. But uniformed officers had little to lose and a lot to gain by dropping a text to their attentive friends in the media. And then there's the corporate plants. Interns, usually. Preferably ones with modded eyes. But also, yeah, it's wild how the adjutants are ordered in bulk by the state and they decide, yeah, we want incredibly tall, busty bombshells for efficiency. They're just like looking at each other like, so the boobs, are those? And they're like, no, that's necessary. We need the boobs. It's illegal to film inside a courtroom, but this is the year 2086. Things are gonna get out one way or another. I don't like having my face on camera. Me either, that's why I'm a VTuber. I don't like attention in general. But I'm not such a coward that I'd skip David's funeral just because there'd be a paparazzi outside of it. My pretty little likeness was gonna end up in the background of some tabloid photograph one way or another by the end of this circus. At least this way it's decent marketing for my legal services. What will happen once the adjutant finishes loading? Where else would they put the coolant or extra processors? Exactly. Imagining that her boobs are what men who don't understand boobs think boobs are, where they think that boobs are like just full of milk, but hers are just full of coolant. It's a very funny image. How will the trial proceed? With all those films you watch, I figured that you could extrapolate. I am asking so as to correct any misconceptions. Well, not everything you saw on the silver screen is outdated. The court will come to order, and there will be a clarification of the charges. The defense enters a plea, and if it's not guilty, the prosecution begins making their case. That means calling witnesses to the stand, correct? Mostly. Sometimes they'll testify virtually from a separate location. They're just squishy radiators. It depends on the security concerns surrounding the particular individual in the case. What do you do then? Sit here and watch? Not if I want to get paid. I cross-examine witnesses after the prosecution are done questioning them. I can present evidence or witnesses of my own in response, as long as I have discovery backing me. You've said that before. Discovery means... well, just that I can't pull stuff out of my pockets and present it without any kind of context. I have to have proof that I acquired it legally during the course of my investigation. Most of the time that means having recordings or witnesses that can verify my investigation. Which I can provide. You didn't think I was letting you tag along? Morgan! I know you're not emotionally vulnerable, but you're hurting her feelings! You didn't think I was letting you tag along because I liked you, did you? And the jury? I don't see where they would sit. Well, the jury hasn't sat in the actual courtroom for years now. They have their own chambers, where they watch a feed of the trial's proceedings in anonymity. And that's not an issue? Well, don't people want to look someone in the eye before passing judgment on them? You've got an old-fashioned sense of justice, don't you? But there's no jury at a preliminary hearing anyway. It's only meant to evaluate whether or not the prosecution has enough evidence to go to trial. A mere formality in today's day and age. With tools like optics and ARCS, there's never any shortage of evidence to work with. So all you have to do today is to convince the adjutant? Easier said than done. Adjutants lean heavily towards evidence over arguments. And for Morgan, that's a big uh-oh. And right now, all the evidence suggests that David killed himself. It's going to be an uphill battle. I can't afford to stumble. I need to focus on establishing an alternate interpretation of the facts, and it needs to be solid. But I don't have a suspect or even a motive for killing David. Yet. Anyway, I'll need to be sharp. Emma doesn't play nice enough for me to be anything less. I think it's waking up. This third lower court is now in session. Adjutant AD_84 presiding. I call to order the case of the People versus Asher. Is her shirt open, or am I seeing things? Does she have her bobbies out? Oh, that is not her voice. I'm sorry to inform you. What is her voice? Give me something to work with. I call to order the case of the People versus Asher. Do the people wish to make an opening statement? No, Your Honor. No point in bothering when it's just the adjutant here. Very well. Just give her a minute to show her true self. Well, I don't know what to give her in the meantime. Very well. Do the defense wish to make an opening statement? Not at this time, Your Honor. Might as well ring the bell and get this shit show start. If neither the people nor the defense wish to make an opening statement, then it falls to me to set the stage. Oh, what's gonna happen? My model name is Adjutant. My unit designation code is AD_84. I am a machine, an automated dependent, and I serve the state by presiding over trials. You might find yourself wondering, why? What gives a machine the right to judge a human? A fair question, but the answer is simple. In every culture, in every society, no matter how it is worshipped, enshrined or deified, justice has one defining quality. Justice is beautiful. Oh, she does have eyes. Hello, ma'am. Like a balanced equation, like the golden ratio, like the Vivitrine man, justice is beautiful. So what gives me the right? Oh, I see what you mean. This gorgeous bob. a RoboGirl plural for BPD. Nice. It's Junko. Whatever. Forget it. Forget I said anything. I was trying to lighten the mood, but I can see everyone hates me. To the trial without me. They're guilty or whatever. Your Honor. Wait, what the flip? This defendant's already dead. Why are we doing this? Is this a debug thing? Because I'll log an error if I need to. She's so BPD, she immediately goes from big drama to, oh, okay, whatever, guess you want me to die. Guess you just fucking hate me. No, Your Honor. This is a preliminary hearing to determine whether David Asher did, in fact, commit suicide as he... I get it. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure he wasn't cuckoo in the cranium before he cut up his will like a T-bone. I didn't realize that adjutants were so... lively. They aren't. They're supposed to be austere and statuesque. Looks like we got served the most in need of repair adjutant the court system could find. Whatever paper pusher we rushed to get this trial going must have wanted a little payback for the kindness. Well, what's that look for? Could it be your... trying to size me up? Wouldn't dream of it, Your Honor. That's such a cute pose. Good, because you have doubts about my ability to run this trial. I could always just enact summary judgment here and now. I'm sure you'd find my ruling to be fair and even-handed. That won't be necessary, Your Honor. She's much more of a character than I'm used to seeing up there, even counting all the flesh and blood judges I've met. But she's still just an adjutant. She'll follow the evidence where it leads. So as long as I can make a few adjustments for the occasional outburst from the bench, my plan's still workable. So, people, shall we get this started with that first witness? Right away, Your Honor. The people call Dr. Yumi Sato to the stand. Oh, fuck, I forgot what voice I gave this character. Oh, right, she was like, goth girl. It's Yumi. Hey. So, how about it, pretty lady? You swear to tell the whole and unadulterated truth to the best of your ability? I do. Good enough for me? Dr. Sato, you were in charge of the autopsy for David Asher, were you not? I was. And when did you make your examination? It started last night. Well, technically 1 a.m. would be very early this morning. I think you can still say last night if you're talking about 1 in the morning. Objection. The defense will have their opportunity to cross-examine. Until then, they should refrain from making errant remarks. The hell? All I said was, yeah, what she said! You mean sustained? Don't get cute with me, counselor! Oh, girl! Being cute is my job! God damn! We've barely gotten started. Lost a chip for snarking, yeah. Do you think Morgan goes on Snark subreddit? That seemed pretty bad, Adonai. Heads up, making mistakes will increase your blind. Blind is how much credit you'll lose for answering incorrectly when you yourself aren't controlling the ante. Blind increments on its own throughout the trial as the stakes get higher. Okay. But resets at the end of each day. Okay. Blind starts at and caps out at a higher number if you're playing in high roller, which I'm not. Mind the blind numbers in the top left when it appears. It helps you gauge what you stand to lose. Okay. We should try to avoid being penalized in the future. Thanks for the tip. Shake it off. I'll get my chance to raise objections on my own soon enough. Dr. Sato, were you able to determine the cause of death? Oh, Dr. Sato, were you able to determine the cause of death? He passed away due to respiratory failure. Could you explain what that means to the court? Well, essentially, he just wasn't getting enough oxygen into his blood. It seems by the time he arrived at the hospital, he was no longer breathing. What does respiratory failure look like? What are the symptoms? There would be lightheadedness, dizziness, fainting, pale skin, and a bluish tinge around certain extremities. And if the condition he was in matched those symptoms? And the condition he was in matched those symptoms? Correct. In your experience, what are the most common causes of respiratory failure? Well, it can be caused by injury or disease, but the subject had no wounds or reported illnesses, and otherwise appeared to be perfectly healthy. And what else could cause respiratory failure, then? Well, it's also commonly seen in fatal drug overdoses. Drug overdoses. Did you perform a tox screen on Dr. Asher? Yes, but his tox screen came back clean. Whatever killed him, it wasn't something we've encountered before. Wait, a clean tox screen? Clean? Heads up, dialogue will proceed automatically during testimony, but you can still choose to advance text manually with continue. You'll need to read carefully and wait for the witness to make a statement that sounds wrong. Oh god. May wish to save here? Yeah. Yeah, let's then hit the call button to call their bluff. Okay, I can't save yet. Hover over the call button or toggle on Insight to focus on the claims within a witness statement. Insight can be disabled in settings. Testimony will loop until you call. Okay. We're gonna save. No, not load. Save. We're gonna save. Can't let this chance slip by. I need to catch her mistake the second it comes out of her mouth. Huh, whose profile got updated? That's a good question. Who's... Oh, the ad. We got a profile for the ad. Oh, hello, ma'am! Signed Libra, self-assigned. She gave herself a zodiac sign. You know what? She would. Just look at her. I love that. Amazing. Oh, her birthday's coming up. Happy early birthday. Oh, it'll be 80, yeah. She's 8'7.5". Hello, sailor, am I right? Okay, whiskey. We have the whiskey as evidence. Okay, what? Oh, whiskey, David's contract, upright cup. Okay. The subject passed away due to respiratory failure. Essentially, he wasn't getting enough oxygen into his blood. He would have experienced lightheadedness, dizziness, and then fainting. As the subject was healthy, their respiratory failure must be attributed to a drug overdose. But when a tox screen was run at the hospital, it came back clean. It was puzzling, to say the least. Something she said just now doesn't make sense. Is it the tox screening? I have evidence that directly contradicts her, so I just need to find the right... Let me take another look at... What did I have in my David's cup, merchant's console, David's contract? That would be it. Alcohol was the only item positively identified at the time. So there was something. There was alcohol. Is that what we're calling her on, or is there something else? Whiskey. No foreign elements or toxins. David's cup. Toxology tests have proven inconclusive. Okay, so is it the cup, then? Emergency console. I think it might be... Okay. Respiratory failure. Essentially, he wasn't getting enough oxygen in his blood. Would have experienced lightheadedness, dizziness, and fainting. Their suspicion is healthy. Their respiratory failure must be attributed to drug overdose. When a tox screen was run to the hospital, they came back clean. After choosing to call on a statement, you need to respond with evidence. Okay. Look over the 3 cards that show up and confirm your card before the timer runs out. Okay. Upright cup. Drink by doing not poison half of your full. Davis contract for terrible offenses like fraud. Ah! Fuck! Fuck! God damn it! It is, open your mouth without thinking. Oh, it's time to reload. Oh, it's time to reload. Yeah, you don't need to actually know what you're calling before you call. Okay, let me check the evidence again. Let me look at... So what are the 3 that are coming up? It's the upright cup, Young's cup. Plastic cup with a small amount of whiskey left in it, found upright on the dining table, found at the crime scene. I don't think the timer is a good design mechanic, TBH. It should be something that could be disabled. I think I agree, because anytime a timer of any sort comes up, I just go, oh! And I just don't know. Okay, so what are the 3 that are coming up? David's contract. Breach of contract. Light read. Okay, it's not that. And then... What was the 3rd thing that came up? I mean, I guess if it's not Young's cup and... Well, because the 3... I don't understand. Oh, what foreign elements or toxins? I don't know what answers. I mean, I guess... So am I correct? Look at the tox screening. But is the tox screening an option? I thought that wasn't one of the 3 that I was able to choose. Because I know the tox screening came up as being positive for alcohol. But is that... I thought that wasn't one of the things... By the way, they did add a setting to disable timers. Hang on. Give me that setting right fucking now, please. Is there... Camera motion, color, time sensitive. Time sensitive choices! No time limits, please! No time limits! No time limits, please! I'm begging you! Okay. Yeah, because it's saying whiskey, David's contract, and upright cup. Are those the only 3 I can choose? Essentially, who wasn't getting enough oxygen, who would have experienced lightheadedness, that's essentially healthy. One talk straight, it came back clean. Okay. Respond with evidence, look at the 3 cards show up and confirm a card. Okay. Because the only 3 I can pick are whiskey, David's contract, or upright cup. So... Negative for poison. The fire offense like fraud. What? Okay, I guess whiskey. Oh, I'm stupid. I didn't. Of course, the whiskey proves that he had alcohol in his system. Of course, Jesus. Yes, whiskey is alcohol. For some reason, my brain wasn't making that connection. It's impossible for David Asher's talk screen to be clean, and we all know it. Since he was on camera drinking alcohol the night that he died. Okay, I'm gonna go and see you again. Yeah. That makes sense. Successfully objected to the testimony for the first time. Well, not the first time, but I'll take the achievement, Steam, thank you. And that scared you? The witness merely misspoke, Your Honor. As it plainly states on the Tox report itself, Dr. Asher did have alcohol in his blood. Okay, but to be fair, it does add to the atmosphere because, of course, they'd call you out if you just clamp up when you called. Yeah, it does, but, like... As an accessibility feature, I'm glad they added a way to turn off the time limits. but not at such a concentration as to be lethal. Yeah, my bad. When I said the tox screen was clean, I just meant it didn't tell the attending physicians anything they didn't already know. Overall, a little more nitpicky than I like to be, but at least I was able to balance the momentum, more or less. Shall we continue, Dr. Sato? If the tox screens were negative for pharmaceuticals and drugs, what caused Dr. Asher's respiratory failure? Well, during my autopsy, I analyzed his blood and I was able to isolate a foreign compound. So there was a lethal dose of a drug inside his body. It just so happened to be a drug that the hospital had never encountered before. Well, that's correct. I think we're all going to get tired pretty fast if we don't at least pick a placeholder name for this substance, Your Honor. The people don't object, Your Honor. Well, in that case, I'll put all of my creative heuristics to work coming up with an original, scientific, fitting name for this substance. A name like Omega. Omega? Girl! Omega-3! That name is already taken. Fine, call it Delta or whatever. Delta, used in science to denote an unknown variable. Not bad. Delta has other meanings when it comes to drugs, but yeah, our Delta matches no known public records, pharmacology or toxology records. That being said, chemically, it does have all the hallmarks of a general depressant. Like salmon. I know the feeling. Well, so it stands to reason that it would exhibit a similar effect on the body when ingested. You say ingested. Why? Well, I eliminated all other possibilities during my examination of the body. He must have swallowed it, and judging from his stomach contents, it must have been a liquid. Thank you, Dr. Sato. Shall I summarize things for the court? Yes, please! I wasn't listening that closely. The victim died of respiratory failure, and his tox screens showed that his blood was clear of anything that could cause respiratory failure. Except for this unknown substance, the poison we've labeled Delta. Well, that sounds like a textbook suicide! Should we wrap it up here? Not quite yet, Your Honor. This may clearly be poisoning, but there's at least one detail about this case that doesn't feel like a suicide at all. Whiskey, poison at David's autopsy. Didn't see him add anything before he died, corroborated by cam footage. I'm not confident, so I'm just gonna save. But I'm pretty sure it's Young's testimony. Oh. What? Oh, I have to add it. The people shouldn't get ahead of themselves. There's nothing textbook about a supposed suicide that had a witness sitting there watching it happen. Yes! As you say. Well, now I'm lost. Was this poisoning a suicide or not? If that's the case, then perhaps we should give the defense the opportunity to cross-examine, unless they're going to insist on testifying themselves. How kind of you to offer. Ball's in my court now, so how do I counter? Emma's argument basically goes as follows. Okay, I might actually save here and end it because we are over 2 hours. We're at 2 hours and 11 minutes. And I'm tired and I want to sleep and watch YouTube videos. So I am going to save it here. I'm going to go back to the last one just so I remember which one it is. So I'm going to save it right here because if I save it right here, then when we come back, it's going to summarize her argument, I'm assuming. So yeah, then we can leave the title. Yes. Okay. That was really fun. Yeah, I had like half a mind to be like, I can just finish the trial, but like, no. No, I need to, especially after the day I've had, I need to stop. And that seemed like a good stopping point. Oh, there's no way you're finishing the trial. Okay, good. I'm glad that, because if I had just pushed through, then it would have ended up being who knows how long. So yeah. So we will continue next time on Pinky Punchy. But yeah, oh shit, let me get some music going so you're just not listening to nothing. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna do it for this stream. Oh, that's it. That was so fun. This game is so good. This game is so good. If you're somehow watching this and you haven't played the game, and you're okay with all of the spoilers you just got of me playing it, definitely play it for yourself. It's very good. Let's see who we can raid into. Let's see who we can raid. Is there anyone else playing of the devil? I don't think so. Who is live right now? Who is live? Who is live? Who is live? Who is live? Oh, Alora Spore. I haven't ever raided into her. Maybe I should raid into her. And I've never heard of the game before I saw you play it. Yeah! Even with spoilers, there's 3 whole episodes to come out after this one. Yeah, exactly. So definitely play it if you haven't. You know what? I think let's just raid into, I think, Trinketto streaming. Yeah, Trinketto streaming. Okay. So we're gonna raid into Trinketto. They're super cool, super chill person. Let's raid into them. Yeah. No, I wanna raid into them, please. Okay. Someone else is live with of the Devil episode 1. Yeah, I think we're just gonna raid into Trinketto. But yeah, so I will see you guys on Saturday for some Stardew Valley, and hopefully, knock on wood, I'm able to have the bananas back for that. But yeah, other than that, I hope you all have a wonderful day or night or whatever time it is for you guys, and I will see you guys on Saturday. Punch out!